house.
Well,
I was like,
that whole thing has to be.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's the most graphic thing
So
I've
sorry.
ever.
We're just talking about baking again, you know?
Yeah.
We're
We're
back in the oven. And
You don't like pies? Thanksgiving's coming up soon.
Yeah, well,
Well, I'm skipping Thanksgiving.
just
God
like
damn it.
mom made it.
Mom made it. Stepmom. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Poddy Break or Lunch Break. You know, today I have with me my two producers, Ash Casanova and Morgan Anderson.
what's up?
And running this whole thing, we got my showrunner, Chris.
Hi.
Woo.
Yeah, off camera, Chris. Say hey. Say what's up.
That is my favorite nickname I think I've ever gotten.
I think it's one of, well, okay, for me, I love when there's an inside joke. And if there's an inside joke, I will run it into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have the fans need to have a nickname for Ash and Morgan now.
Yeah, come on, guys, get on it. And what about me? What's my nickname? And don't say vacuum. Like, let's think of something creative.
I mean,
Chop, chop.
your name is kind of a nickname. Like Myra Moans is like.
Low key. I mean, I picked that name. Well, I didn't pick it. Like, again, like I think I've told the story before. Somebody gave it to me.
Oh, I didn't actually. I don't remember that.
Oh
Usually,
shit. Oh, I've never told the like
no.
actual full. Okay, so. Okay, way back when, once upon a time, Myra Moans was not Myra Moans. Myra Moans actually didn't exist. She was just a
What?
thought. She was a concept lost in the cosmos of time. Okay, so she was out there floating in the universe. I was Myra Glassford.
yeah, that's who you are in my phone too.
Please change.
I'm not putting Myra Moans in my phone.
I hate-
You're Myra Glassford.
Dude, I've been trying to bury that name with everything that I have. On all the paperwork for like the scenes, they'll be like, what are all your aliases? What are all your like, they'll ask like the same question in 5 different ways, like aliases basically. And I'll never put my old name, but they somehow always tag it. And I'm like, dude, like I purposely filled out the paperwork wrong. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, long story short, I was on set and I was like, I freaking hate this name. Like I every time I tell it to somebody, they just look at me like with the utmost like questionable faces and stuff like that. So I was like in Florida shooting and I was like, oh dude, I want a new name. Like I can't think of anything though. I want it to be like alliteration, but I want it to be like a sex word, like a play on words, like, you know, like, but I can't think of any like sex word that starts with an M. And then what was his name? I don't know, but some male talent in Florida, deep in the depths of Florida. That's probably why I don't really remember.
It's like in a swamp somewhere.
On God, that's what it felt like. A little bit of the Everglades, a little bit.
Crocodile.
Yeah, bro was like low key like a skinwalker. He's a crocodile. Yeah, he was like, Moans. What about Moans? And I was like, Myra Moans. Oh my God, that's it. And then since then, like I would never let anybody know like my old name. Like even if I literally talked to them last week and they knew what it was, I'm like, who is that? I'm Myra Moans. Yeah. So that's the story.
Didn't you say you almost went with Cash?
Oh my God, yeah. The names I was throwing around were so ugly, so bad. Well, I knew they were awful. Like, let me put this on record. The names I was throwing out, I knew they were bad. It was like Myra Moneybags, like fucking like terrible. Like I would Myra Moon. Like I was like, what the? I was just thinking of anything with an M. I was like, come on, this will maybe get my juice up or something. Like maybe I could think of a different M word. I don't know how the hell Moans never came to mind. I don't.
Moon isn't that horrible.
Myra Moon isn't terrible, but like it would imply
Like a
that
little anime.
Huh?
Like an anime character.
Yeah,
You know what?
like a Sailor Moon or whatever.
Yeah.
Damn, I could have really banked off that. My career could have gone a whole different way.
But it does sound like you'd just be exclusively butt stuff.
I like that moon. Okay. Yeah, okay, I could see that. I mean, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have a pretty large like Asian fan base and like I do cosplay here and there and stuff like that. Like I probably could have banked off a whole Myra Moon thing. Like I don't know, but somebody else told me that one was awful too, so I believed them with that one.
It would be kind of funny because since you haven't done one of those scenes yet, it would be kind of funny to like when you're promoting your first time doing that, you can say like, oh, I'm finally going full moon.
I know.
That'd be funny.
Would have been sick. Now all it is like, oh, do you really moan? Oh, Myra really does moon. That's all it is now. Like I could have been full moon, warning gibbous. Like I could have ran that joke to the ground, baby.
I didn't mind the original one, Myra Glassford, because you said you wanted to just sound like a real name.
Yeah,
right?
that was the goal because at the time I was just doing like OnlyFans and so I didn't really want it to be found like by my family at the time. Obviously now they know and everything like that. But like at the time, like they didn't know and like it was like very new and stuff like that. And I didn't even like when I came up with Myra Glassford was not even thinking about doing at all. Like, not even in my like thought process.
Yeah.
Oh, you know something I never asked you? How did you get to Myra?
How did I? I don't know. I think that was. Oh, I know how. So like, you all know my real name.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't. Although if they do enough digging, like they earned it. You know what I mean? But and I'm not against people knowing it either. The thing is, it rhymes. Myra rhymes with like my actual name.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like it for me, like I knew whenever I got a new name, I was not gonna be able to turn around Katie or like some dumb that doesn't like not my name. So I picked something that kind of sounds like my name. So if I was like low key like a little stoned, I would think that they said my name and turn around. So that's why I picked Myra, because it sounds like my name.
That's sort of what they do in the witness protection program.
Really?
Yeah, well, they don't change your first name because they know, like if I'm in the witness protection program, they're just gonna keep it Chris.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna turn around
Every
for
time somebody says Chris,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in the witness protection?
Yeah.
You know that?
That's why you can't be on camera.
Yeah, that's why I'm off camera, Chris.
Camera Chris, yo. Oh my God, it all connects.
The lore is just building up in the witness protection program.
All we should do is build up lore on this podcast.
Yeah.
That's all we should do. There should
Yeah.
be heaps and heaps of lore.
If Ash and Morgan, if you guys had to like have a name, do you know what you would go with?
Ooh, yeah.
Morgasm.
Oh, Morgasm's so good. That was quick. So
Well,
you
because
thought of
I
it.
already, I almost worked for Digital Playground a long time ago.
Dude!
I was an editor.
Oh, you were. I'm sorry. Like, I need a minute to process this. You were an editor for Digital Playground?
I wasn't. No,
Oh,
I
oh.
almost did. So I got
Almost
to go
in
to some
editing.
premieres, and they're trying to hire me, and they hire for a lot of money. But the one I wanted to edit, like their Pirates films, like the big features.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they don't give you those right away. They give you kind of the like low
Lower
budget
end,
ones,
yeah.
and
See what they can
it's
trust you
really
with.
hard to watch a shot 75 times.
Yeah.
And like all the different ones, and I don't know. I should have done it, but I didn't.
You didn't love it?
No.
I mean, when it's.
Just like haunting her
I think
dreams.
being in it or being on set would have been way better for me than just being at home by myself, because that's what I was doing, and just
yeah.
editing and like having to watch these little parts over and over and over again. And it's not like it's different every time. It's pretty much the same shots, the same stuff. And I wasn't on set. Being on set is fun, you
Yeah,
know.
no, it is. Yeah.
Being at home, just watching some dude like a lot. I get it.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I mean, having to watch the frame, line it up, like that's so aggravating. I know a lot of directors who like edit what they shoot, so I could see how that makes it a little bit easier to like
Yeah.
withstand, because like you were there in the moment.
And you know what you want to cut. And
Right,
not-
yeah. But like, I mean, taking somebody's like vision and then like not even being there, like, yeah, I could see how that's like pretty
Yeah.
frustrating. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Digital Playground lost out on you,
Yeah, it
$1
did.
million employee right here, y'all lost.
Yeah, we get paid $1 million.
Yeah.
Ash, what about you?
I mean, my name's like already enough. I mean, that's like what it is on my OF and everything. So
Really?
I'd probably just keep that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like that old game where it's like your first pet in the street you
Yeah.
grew up on.
Yeah.
But I can't do that because then my first pet was Sassy.
Oh, mine
And
too.
then the street that I grew up on was Stephanie. So I'd be like Sassy Stephanie, and I don't know what kind of Sassy Stephanie makes, but
Exclusively butt stuff.
Low key.
Yeah.
Bratty butt stuff.
it would also be the biggest clickbait. They'll see like, oh, Sassy Stephanie, and then some giant
Yeah.
hairy Mexican is like on the screen.
Why does Sassy Stephanie kind of like do it for me? Like, I would click if I saw Sassy Stephanie gets hard. You know what I mean? Like I'd click.
Yeah.
I'd click personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think you should go for a Sassy Stephanie. I don't know. I'm like really into the big idea. Like I love changing my name and like having different aliases. Like little lore. Whenever I first moved here, like I didn't want people to know me by like my real name. So people that I met in like my personal life, I would introduce myself to them as like literally like a completely alternate, different third name. So there's like a group of people out there that just calls me a random name. Like if y'all see me in public and somebody says, "Oh hey, so and so," y'all gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Because it does not correlate to my first name or my porn name at all. I just have like an alternative. Just
Did you
in
have a
case.
different personality with that name?
No. I'm not. same person, you know, all 3 different fonts, same person. But it's just like, okay. It's like 2 things. One, I'm a very paranoid person. Who would have thought, you know what I mean? So like, especially with when I first moved to LA and everything, like I was like a little more naive and like stuff like that. And I knew I was naive. So I was like, okay, I really got to protect myself. Like I don't know how things work out here. So that was like one thing. Another thing is like, I really wanted like at my funeral, like whenever, you know, God forbid anytime soon, of course, but like, you know, way in the future, like 80 million years from now, my funeral, of course. I wanted like 3 different names to be said at my funeral, so people thought that I lived a way interesting life than
That's
I actually
hilarious.
did live. So people were like, "Oh my god, she's gone," and then say this random name in my family, be like, "What the f? Like, what was she doing?" Like,
You just have like separate eulogies for each one.
Yes. I was hoping like that's kind of was my plan was like to get like my mom to do a eulogy, and then like somebody in this industry to do my eulogy, and then like somebody who knows that like the alternative like ego to do a eulogy, and then just everyone just be extremely confused on the way out. That's it. That's actually the bigger reason why I did it.
That's pretty funny.
It's like one big bit that I only get to like enjoy on my deathbed.
Have you ever had using an alternate name backfire?
A little, like, I wouldn't say fully backfire. I just explain it after that. It makes me look a little bit stupid or crazy, but, like, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily, like, fully backfire yet. But I could see it happening for sure. Yeah. I think I've just gotten pretty lucky because, like, like, with LA, you know, you always get put on lists and this and that. So it's, like, using the wrong name could be really stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I guess I've just kind of, I mean, you know, I'm a pretty skinny white girl. I can get basically anywhere here. So,
Yeah. Do whatever you want.
yeah, pretty much. Where's my oyster?
I sort of have that situation too with people knowing me by different names, but they all know my real name. It's just like I have like a handful of different nicknames.
So you get it.
Well, it's not that. It's just that
I don't understand why you do that. No.
This group gave me a certain nickname, and then so it's like that section of people only go by that name. Yeah. The funniest one that only one of my best friends, Renee, knows is that for a while they used to call me Bumblebee.
Yeah. Or explain.
So so
You had a little stinger?
when I would go when I was like always going to Vegas, me and Renee were pursuing the same girl, and it wasn't like it didn't like get conflict with us. Like we didn't really care. And then this girl loved it. She loved it. She was getting attention from like 2 different guys.
And I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so like I would sneak off with her, and then her and Renee would like sneak off, and then she gave us a nickname. She gave me Bumblebee, and then she gave him Sunflower. But everyone thought mine was funny, so that group of people would call me Bumblebee.
What do you think made you earn that name?
Yeah, well,
I don't think she thought that far into it.
Are you sure?
I thought of Transformers, not.
Yeah. Oh.
I was thinking
Did
you were trying to dip into a flower.
Well, I just went straight to it that she called me Bumblebee because I was always pollinating Renee. And he was Sunflower.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I was just making fun of him about it. And then she flew too close to the sun because he's like my best friend. You know, so she was like trying to pin us against each other.
Damn,
So she would like we were like dancing, and then she'd be like, "Oh, Renee's being so annoying, don't you think?" Like, and then complain. I was like, "Whoa, it's my best friend. Fuck you." And then I was like, I like told her to like fuck off, and then I went to Renee, and then he was looking at me. He was looking for me because, she did the same thing to him, and he told her to fuck off.
Yeah, not a smart move on her part.
Yeah, she flew too close to the sun.
Was 2 not enough?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did she need more from the situation? I'm sorry. Was she trying to lose
I think she was just like a low level, like trying to manipulate and puppet master shit.
Unfortunately, I don't really understand the motivation behind that. Me personally, if I have 2 men who are giving me attention, I'm not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's just
well, you're
me,
a pro.
though.
She wasn't a pro.
Exactly.
She was an amateur. Yeah.
Exactly. Speaking of 2 men, I actually. Oh well.
Segue.
Yeah. Sidebar. Things with that one guy ended. It's over. Mama's single again.
Well, I thought it was like never a thing. I thought it was just like a situationship.
Okay.
Or did it become a thing?
It actually got pretty serious like the last 2 weeks, and then it ended like really
It's so
quick,
funny.
abruptly.
What do you
What
consider
happened?
serious?
Okay, well, when I say serious, I mean that lightly, actually. But what I consider serious is that when I'm being intimate with you, I don't just see you as a piece of meat anymore, that takes a long time. I was with this guy for like, like 10 months.
Yeah, since
Oh,
before we
wow.
started recording this episode, before we started recording this show.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
It's like long for a civilian,
Low
even,
key.
I think.
Yeah.
Low key, yeah, but I never committed though, so no loss on my end. And also, like, okay, so the way it ended is like, basically, like, he's kind of a, and can't really like handle his behavior anymore. It's just like doing too much, and I would always like excuse his behavior because like I saw like a decent side of him behind closed doors, but it got to the point where like his behavior just was too bad to ignore or excuse, and like, you know, I was just like, I can't, bro. I'm too embarrassed to be around you and shit in public. Like, it's just
Oh, what did he do?
said a lot of dumb shit, a lot of like not derogatory stuff, but like, you know, just he's very cocky and conceited and just like in his own
fun.
world. Yeah, exactly.
A man.
yeah, but like on steroids times 10, like the worst you could possibly think. Like, think of like the dumb shit teenage boys say. Maximize it to the like umpth degree, and then like put it in an oven, bake it again, and then like maximize that again, and then you have this motherfucker like so fucking cocky. And like, you know, when he first got in the industry, he really wasn't like that, but just over time, like, bros kind of changed, so I can't really deal with it anymore. So yeah, it ended, and like I the reason why it ended is because I physically cannot romanticize him anymore. Like, physically can't. Like, I just like
Yeah.
don't feel the same. So it is what it is.
He gave you the ick.
Yeah, he gave
Yeah,
he gave
it's hard
me
to
the
come
ick.
back from that.
Yeah, there's
Is it
no coming
possible
back.
to come back from the ick, or
Yes.
is that like?
It is possible to come back from the ick. In my experience, like, but it depends what type of ick, because I have an emotional ick now. I don't have just like an ick. Like, I can get over an ick.
Wait,
yeah.
what is
This
that?
is an
What is it?
emotional
What is it? Oh, okay, never mind.
Chris is like asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, no, I am asking for a friend. How do you survive the ick if you give someone the ick?
If somebody gives you the ick, I don't know. For me, like, I'm happy to receive the ick, because that means like I can still run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can still get out while I still can. You know what I mean? I like the ick, and I try to like prey on the ick, and I try to like really hold that ick as close as I can to my heart so I don't catch feelings. But unfortunately for me, I will get over it, and then I will start to like that motherfucker again. So for me, like, little icks don't actually like ruin anything unless they're like, again, like emotional.
Yeah. Do you think that behavior is common with men in the industry?
Honestly, no, not really. Like, there's like a few bad seeds and stuff like that, but like, especially to the level that he is, no.
From
No.
the little that I know, I feel like most of the guys have a good reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all pretty decent. Like, again, there's like some people are little assholes, some dickheads. Like, there's some bad seeds, this and that, but there's not that many bad seeds. And the guys who are dickheads are like, they're all dickheads in their own ways. You know, you pick your poison type shit. But the majority of the male talents in the industry are pretty chill.
I feel like you shouldn't be a dickhead if you have to work with their dickhead, you know?
Yes, yes, dude, precisely. Yeah, no, but that ended. And speaking of two men, to bring it full circle, that's why I fucked your best friend before you pulled up. Sorry, I want to do that so bad. Yeah. Not that like we weren't allowed to do that or anything like that, but I did feel great like having his best friends. I literally of me as I was like leaving his
Okay,
house.
well,
I was like,
That whole thing has to be.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm
That's the
sorry.
most graphic thing
So
I've
sorry.
ever fucking
We were just
heard.
talking about baking again, you know?
Yeah.
We're
We're
eating back
talking-
in the oven. And
You don't like pies? Thanksgiving's coming up soon.
Yeah, well,
Well, I'm skipping Thanksgiving.
just
God
like
damn it.
mom made it.
Mom made it. Stepmom.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Chris is never eating again.
I don't
God.
like this episode at all.
But yeah, no, so some lore updates for that. But also, now that I'm, you know, like focusing on me again, I can focus on the things that I actually care about, which is traveling and work.
Yeah.
And speaking of traveling, we're all going to go to EDC Thailand
I'm
in
so jealous
January.
of that.
Yeah.
Is this going to be your first EDC?
This is my first EDC ever.
Man, you have to do the Vegas one. So bad. There's like 300,000 people. It's like a city. It's like a rave city.
But
Does
it's
that
Vegas.
sound appealing to you?
Yeah, I love. Listen, I make every excuse not to go out in public, and I love EDC. I love raves in general. Everyone's so nice.
It's true. No, you're
It's the
not.
nicest people.
Yeah.
Everyone's
I
high. I mean, for me, I love raves and I love the people there, but like, I get a little too aware that everybody's like hot, sweaty, gross, dirty, on drugs, like not thinking right, probably dehydrated, like probably unfed. I get hyper aware of that.
For sure, everyone's dehydrated.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And for me, like I can do a festival like 1-2 days and shit like that. Maybe even 3. But like I'm not trying to be there all day, all night. Like I like to go like towards the like sunset, stay till like 2 a.m., maybe 1. Like I'm not really a hardcore raver like that. But that's just because I get overstimulated and like super aware of like dumb stuff.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It's not because I don't like raving. I love raving and I love dancing around and jumping around. But like I don't think I could like be in a city per se. I mean that does sound really cool though. like describe this city to me.
Okay, it's at the Las Vegas racetrack, but they have it. I mean,
Does it smell like horse shit?
no,
Okay.
the car one.
Okay.
So it's like I say it's a city just because it's there's 300,000 people there, and then there's like multiple giant sets.
Okay. Like Coachella?
I mean, I don't know. I just like rave so much better. I guess maybe like.
I feel like Coachella is a damn near close to a rave. It's not a rave exactly, but like the only thing that makes it not a rave is all the normal people going. But like most people are using drugs and dancing.
You kind of if you don't
good enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of normies going to EDC now. So you got a couple more years before it's Coachella.
Well, here's the thing. You can convince me to go to this rave city if you tell me something like there's merchants there, the streets are cobblestone. Like if you tell me some really like
it's literally on a racetrack.
Yeah. No. Dude, so badly.
The
like
sets are so cool though. They're like it's hard to explain. They're like sometimes it's like this giant head. And then they're like performing inside the mouth. I don't know. The sets are so cool.
I could be convinced to like pop in to EDC Vegas.
I mean, if you're going to EDC Thailand, I'm not trying to spend your money or anything, but and you're at the stage where like I don't really give a fuck about going to EDC Main in Vegas. I would on my bucket list is Wonderland, which is in Belgium, and that's in a forest.
That sounds pretty cool.
And then that's set up where you're like walking through a forest, and it's like all the different stages and stuff like that.
That's cool.
That's rad.
Yeah,
so we all agree. That's cool.
And then that's the premier rave. Like that's the Super Bowl of raves that people try and go to.
Interesting.
But
I would like to go to there.
Yeah, it is. And then there's like, I mean, you can do it affordably, but there's also like, it's really funny. There's like $15,000 tickets where you get like a house with a butler and stuff.
You have me hooked, actually.
Yeah, so there
you
is
said a
like,
butler comes with the house?
Yeah, you get like a little butler that like gets you everything.
A little butler.
Is he a midget?
Yeah.
Can he be short? Yeah. Can he be bald?
I think for
and British?
$15,000, you should be able to request a short.
You should be able to
butler.
request short, bald, and British.
And you could call him whatever you want.
On God. I'm going to call him...
Jeffrey.
Wilson. Oh,
Jeffrey.
I like Jeffrey.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
Jeffrey? Yeah,
I was
like
thinking
that.
thoughts that were just getting me canceled. The second you said like, oh, you can call him whatever you want, I was like,
Oh
How low do you think of me?
yeah, sorry.
God.
no. You're like, I just want a penguin. He doesn't do anything. A bottle's worth.
Bottle service from a penguin would go crazy.
Wow.
Little flapper in the tray.
Just taped to his arm.
Thinking about it being taped is actually way funnier.
And and then obviously, I mean, you don't have to buy that, but
Yeah.
that's why it is like the premier one because you can spend $15,000 on a ticket and get a mini house and a butler to go along with
crazy.
it.
If I'm gonna spend $15,000 on a ticket, it would be for a butler and a house. Like that's what it would be for.
Yeah.
Like that feels like I'm getting my money's worth.
And I think it's like it's not just for one; it's like for 4 people or something like that. Like
That
you get
feels-
rooms and stuff.
What's 15 divided by 4?
I don't know.
16, like 4.
Four?
Like so like
Yeah.
4.5ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wait, 3.5ish.
Yeah. And again, you don't have to. You can get like a little tent if you want to
Really
go
not
cheap.
even bad.
Yeah.
I would definitely drop like damn near 4 for some cool house with like 3 other homies.
Yeah, and that one you have to be quick because it sells out quick because it's very limited how many people are allowed to go.
That's kind
because
of
it is in a forest.
This is in Belgium, you said?
Yeah, it's in Belgium.
That is cool. I have like this thing where like I want to like lately I've had this weird kick. How do I explain this? I really want to do stuff with my hands and my feet, and I want to walk around. Like I want to go in a scary maze, and I want to walk, and I want to go to Belgium, and I want to go down the cobblestone streets in the forest, and I want to find merchants, and I want to trade with people. Like I want to live a very hands-on life now.
I don't know why when you said you want to work with your hands and feet, I just imagine you like picking up shit with your toes.
No, I was thinking construction.
Okay, well, and I
like-
did do that for a little bit, and it wasn't bad. But
You did construction?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
I think I talked about this. No.
I don't remember.
There's a few things. Okay, so yeah, I used to do construction. My stepdaddy's a contractor, so like, you know, he would just like remodel condos and shit. And like once all like the like the hard stuff was done, like all the framing and everything and all like the like what am I like blanking on the word? Like the
framing?
no,
Drywall?
like, foundation. Once all the
Foundation,
yeah,
okay.
all the foundation was done, I'm like, what the fuck? Why can't I think of it? But once all the foundation was done and everything like that, we would just remodel the fuck out of everything. So like, you know, a room like this, no fucking paint on the walls, no crown molding. Well, they don't have any crown molding actually. They could use some. I could put some up. But anyways, yeah, like it would have like nothing, no flooring. Like we would just no door. Like we would put in doors, paint the wall. Well, actually, we wouldn't paint. We pay someone to do that. Get the walls painted. You know, put in the crown molding, put in the flooring. Like do construction cleaning. Like yeah, it was fun. Like you know, he wouldn't have me doing any of the like crazy construction or anything, but like yeah, it was pretty hands on. It was great. I liked it.
Nice.
That's fun.
It actually made me want to like remodel like condos for a living for a while. Like for like 2 years of my life, I was like, I'm gonna be a fixer upper.
Ooh, I could see you with a tool belt. Dude, that would be like a good show, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you do it with Myra?
Yeah.
I'd be down.
You have to do
see
a
it.
scene like that now.
Yeah.
You're, like,
Myra makes
renovating
my
a house.
homes.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Myra makes my homes. Myra makes me moan. Yeah, close enough. I like that. That's on branding. I mean, I have done a garage-ish, 2-ish garage scenes, but like, yeah, no, never like any like lesbian type, you know, let me fix it. They haven't. Sorry, that's how I imagine myself.
Yeah, there's a company.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a company in my hometown that's 2 girls that are construction, and it's called 2 Girls and a Hammer. And I was like, this
love
is the gayest thing.
And just share one hammer. Like this is the only tool that we have.
Fucking Brokeback Mountain, that shit.
Yeah, we just keep banging.
Yeah, no, that's actually like genius branding. Me personally, like, I don't know if I would trust the lesbians more.
They just like hold it at the same time.
Yeah, but I would want to hire them. I don't know if I trust them more than like my stepdad, but I would want to hire them. It would definitely like sway me if I saw 2 girls and a hammer. Definitely.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I trust lesbians, you know? Like
They're good with their hands.
what?
Hopefully.
So they're good with their hands.
They're
Yeah.
great with their hands and other things.
They like wearing flannel too.
Yeah, they're just trying to like.
That's kind of handy.
Aren't you wearing a flannel?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I can relate to lesbians.
I just
We
see
have
them
a
like.
lot of common interests.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say flannels, women.
Flannels.
They're just
women,
putting
yeah.
in nails like this.
Yeah. Bruise.
Yeah, bruise. Oh yeah, I forgot that they like that.
Yeah. I forgot that they like that.
I'm running low on lesbian friends. so I
Yeah, we're gonna have to
them
get some more like les friends and shit like that.
Yeah, because
Remember?
all the ones that I know are bi and they don't count.
Yeah,
That's what
no,
I'm learning.
dude.
That's what I've learned. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that actually.
can.
I am. Well, I thought you guys were allowed to say that. I wasn't. 'Cause
Wait,
I'm
what?
I thought you were allowed to say that. But
Yeah,
I'm
okay, wait, I got
straight,
you.
so-
Wait, what did you say again?
I said they don't count.
They don't count.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thanks.
I can just imagine Chris going up to random girls now. He's like, "Let's be friends."
No, the thing
Nice
is,
to pepper spray.
stranger danger. No, the thing is though, I've had like a few like friends that I thought were lesbians, and then it turns out they're not lesbians.
You're like, then
Yeah.
stop staring at my.
No, but I feel like kind of betrayed. Like after I. You know, like
You don't live up to my thoughts. So.
I'm saying, I thought you just like you like both.
You know, I feel like they do this in so many movies. They had that trope of like the guy pretending to be gay can you even pull that off? Like, how do you land that plane? Like, okay, all of a sudden I'm not gay, so let's hook up.
So my problem is I've got the opposite in my real life. My whole life, I've accidentally like gone for gay guys. Mm-hmm. I think
That's my first love, gay man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, what is it about? Because that's kind of common, isn't it? Like girls being into gay guys.
Well, they're personable. I
Yeah.
think like it's like easy to have like a gay bestie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I always fall for them?
I don't fall for the ones that like look or sound gay. This one was high school, and he didn't come out until after. And I was like, "Thanks for making me feel like you just didn't like me."
Yeah, I've been there.
You're
Yeah.
like, what are the tails? He's like, he looked at your. He's like, yucky.
Yeah, no. We
I'll
didn't
tell
even
you.
get there.
Yeah.
We held hands. That's really it.
I have a question because I think that I actually. Okay, so lore drop. I was in a relationship for 6 years. Whatever. I think that boy was gay. Mm-hmm. I think that boy was gay. Can you like speak on your
For 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
How are you in a relationship for 6 years and you're gay?
Well, maybe he was bi, but I will say towards the end of our relationship. Okay, so the beginning of our relationship, we were like super young. Like, so it was like obviously we like bunnies and stuff like that. Like that's not, out of the ordinary. But as soon as like shit got real, and I mean like literally like I moved out at 18. It wasn't like I was old. I'm still not old. But it's not like we're 40 or anything like that. But as soon as I turned 18, like our sex life went from like, well, it wasn't that great. So it went from like there to like bro just didn't sleep with me. How was your experience with like your gay boyfriend?
Well, the one in high school was just nothing, but then the one I had later is the same.
You had two?
He doesn't know he's gay. The one from high school has come out of the closet.
Yeah, I trust you though.
The one that I'm pretty sure he's gay. I mean,
trust you.
just like you, we had sex a bunch, and then all of a sudden it was like nothing, and he blamed me for it.
That's so.
I got a nose job, and he's like, you look like a totally different person, which isn't even true.
That's not.
And he's like,
dude.
I feel like I have to fall in love with a different person. I'm like, my personality is the same, you douche.
Yeah, what the hell?
Or he had like legit face blindness. So the one thing changed and then you are a completely different person.
I mean, I just think he's gay. And my friends also, when we broke up, a lot of my lesbian friends were like, Morgan, yeah, he was gay.
Oh.
And I'm like, why don't you guys fucking tell me? You guys just let me live with this dude for like a year and then we break up and everyone's like, yeah, we knew he was gay. And I was like, I've had suspicions, but
I'm finding out that a lot of the girls I dated were also lesbian because we
Really?
just stopped having sex. So
You know
I was like,
what?
"Oh, that's the only option."
Hold on. Well, in
She's
our
lesbian.
defense, that is like the one thing men without fail always like. So when they don't want it from us like that, we're like, what the fuck? Because even women.
and then the
most of the
showers
time.
were really long. And I was like, oh, okay. I can hear you could hear someone jerking off in the shower.
Oh, yeah. It's like the
Wait,
distinct
you can,
noise.
hold on. You can hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
That's not a
stand by
joke.
the door, you fucking can.
Okay.
It's like, when
Yeah,
someone's like
and like
washing
the
their
water
butt.
slot, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, just walking
That
by,
I
and
was
I'm
not
like,
aware.
oh, cool.
Great.
Have fun in there.
I'm useless. Yeah, no. So I mean, that's kind of how it was with me. Like, yeah, I mean, great, and then it stopped. But I have evidence though that he was gay. I do have evidence. So I'm gonna lay it all out for you guys, and you tell me what you think, because he isn't out. He's not out, and I at the very least, like I'd be willing to like bet it on like one of my cat's lives that he's at least bi. Like that's how confident I am.
I'm gonna
Not going to.
I'm just gonna interrupt you really quick.
Yeah.
For the fans listening at home, something was edited out of this podcast that might not make sense. Why Myra thinks her ex-boyfriend was gay.
Oh.
So we're just talking about that right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
For the
bringing
people
it back.
listening at home.
On God. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. But yeah, long story short, my evidence for why I think my ex of 6 years was gay is, first and foremost, the first like weeks I started dating him, every gay boy in my school was like, hey, he's gay. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Every single gay guy in my school.
And you just ignored that for 6 years?
fuck off, dude. I thought
it's like you ignore so much when you're really into someone, especially if it's your first relationship.
Me especially, bro. I am the queen of ignoring shit when I like somebody. Hence the last guy.
Yeah.
I still can't believe I'm this stupid to ignore that much shit. It blows my mind. The moment I lose feelings, it actually blows my mind how fucking stupid I am.
I mean, it's like stupid is equal to like optimism, and sometimes, you know.
That's what I'm very that's what it is. I'm very optimistic. I'm very hopeful, and like I'm very empathetic, and I like to hold out for people and this and that. And I like to give people chances and the benefit of the doubt and stuff like that, because that's what I know that I need that. So that's why I try to do it for other people. Long story short, yes, I ignored all the gay people telling me that, but that was because I thought, like, he was a very pretty boy. Like, for real. Like, genuinely, like, if not the cutest guy in the school, one of them. Like, for real. I don't even know how I bagged him. Another reason why I think he's gay. Because I was not even top 10 prettiest girls in school. There were some beautiful women in my school.
What?
Like, beautiful, beautiful girls in my school. Like, for real. Like, model. Like, could walk up. Like, no.
I'm sure you're up there.
Maybe. But, like, there were girls with, like, fucking Kim Kardashian bodies in my school. Like, I'm so serious. No, like, obviously no work done there in fucking high school.
I was going to say, like, $20,000 bodies.
Literally, like, $20,000 bodies, like, walking through my halls. Like, and like, beautiful face cards. Like, there were some beautiful, beautiful girls in my school. Like, I'm not saying I'm ugly or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, competition was there. Like, people gave me a rant for my money. So
their kids are going to be ugly, though.
Yeah. And they already got ugly. But what's it called? So yeah, like that was also weird. Just the way that he accepted the relationship with me, like so quick. Like it was kind of sus. And then all the gay guys calling him like gay, and I just thought it was wishful thinking because he was such a pretty boy and they wanted him to be gay, and he was very sweet and he was very empathetic and he was very talkative. So I thought like maybe they read.
And he painted his nails and he guys in the butt. What? I didn't.
Fuck, dude. Fuck. I will say, I don't know. Like, I was being a dumbass. But, and then also, what else was there? Like, he had this really, like, intense friendship with this guy.
Very intense.
His best friend.
I hate my life. Dude.
Oh, no.
So humiliating.
There's another tell, I think.
Yeah, I know it was his boyfriend. God damn it.
But they have
By intense,
sleepovers.
like, what does that mean?
Like, they had a very close friendship where they had to be together more than we were together. Like, there would be times where, like, okay, so me and him lived about 40 minutes apart, like, with traffic and everything. So, like, it would be hard to kind of see each other. And then I dropped out of high school when I was a sophomore. I went back in and I graduated and everything like that. But, like, at the time, I was a dropout, and, like, I was 40 minutes away from him. The only place we could meet was school. It was, like, in between the middle of both of our cities. So he would literally be in my hometown, like, 5 minutes down the road from me and, like, not see me at all, not hit me up. And I'd see his location and be like, hey, like, what's going on? And then, like, he'd be like, I'm just with my friends. Like, can I come later? And then his friends would, like, convince him, like, that's really toxic of me to want to see him. And then, like, they would be like, she's so fucking toxic. Like, get the fuck off the phone. Like, this friend, like, literally, like, they would, like, make music. It obviously went nowhere. It went nowhere. Oh, my God. No, you don't understand. These people, they terrorized me for years. Like, actually, they're seriously some of the worst fucking people I've ever met in my life.
Also, you know, I was on your side the whole time, like, about how you didn't know he was gay until you did an impersonation of him. And if that's how he talked, you should probably should have known.
What was it?
When you're like, I can't talk right now, and then that voice you did, it's like, I knew he was gay.
You knew he was gay from the
yeah.
When you said things got intense, I thought you just meant they were pitching tents.
low key. But where the fuck was I in that anyway? I don't know. Yeah, he had this intense fucking friendship with this guy, and like the guy hated me. He hated my fucking guts. Hated me. There was one time he called me crazy and said I belonged in a mental institution, and like I was trying so hard to like get on his good side because like and I knew my boyfriend before he knew that guy, so it was like so crazy that guy came before me. Because he dirty.
A lot.
Exactly. There's so much evidence. And so like I tried to like patch things up with this guy like years, all the time, and then like out of nowhere he sent this whole paragraph about how like my man should leave me and how he will eventually leave me and how I'm just like this horrible, crazy fucking girl and this and that. And like I actually like people saying shit usually doesn't get to me, but the fact that I've been trying so hard and like just being so nice to this motherfucker, I brought like an ounce of weed to his birthday like a few weeks prior to that. Like I literally like was trying so fucking hard. And like coming in with like an open heart and shit like that, an open mind. And then like just seeing that, it actually like made me like like I like don't usually cry, but I cried really hard and like I had like a whole panic attack and like then he cut him off and like it's like I'm done with you, bro. Like I'm so sick of this shit. And like
They
I was
broke
like,
up?
yeah, they broke up. They broke up. Yeah. But then like we started living together and like some other weird shit would go on. Like one time he fucking bent over, like you know how boys are, like you know.
Bending over is really gay.
It's really gay, right? I told you
Yeah.
this. So he bent over, and when he bent over and like spread his ass cheeks, his asshole was so fucking gaped. Like I know porn stars who have
I do
never.
remember this story.
Yeah, I've never seen porn stars with that big of a gape, and it was clean. It's cleaned out.
Then yeah, gay.
He's gay.
Men don't really.
No.
I don't look back there a lot, but I feel like men are gross.
Yeah, no,
I
yeah.
cried-
The straight ones.
Well, he wasn't straight and he was clean.
Yeah, so
But,
that's that's another one. Yeah.
And also he told me like he was like when we first started dating, he's like, I never want to do anal. Anal was so gross. Like, oh my God, like we should never do anal. And then like one time I came back home, I was like, hey, you want to put it in my butt? And he's like, yes, oh my God, please. You liar!
Okay, I'm so glad you elaborated on that story because I don't like anal.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, is that a sign?
Is that a gay thing?
Am I
Yeah.
gay? Right?
He was hiding it. He was just acting
Okay.
like he hated anal because he really wanted anal.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
my boyfriend wouldn't let me touch. You know, a lot of guys want you to touch their butthole.
Yeah.
Well,
This-
a lot of guys.
Scared though.
Yeah, but he was like so averse to it that it was like kind of makes you think that like
Cleaned out and loose. Stretched and clean.
you know just like I don't know, kind of self-hating
Yeah.
a little bit because he's gay.
And a lot of boys do like their asshole at least rubbed. At least rubbed.
yeah.
I'm learning I have like, gay signs. I don't like anal, and then I don't want my butt touched.
I know,
you gay?
but like the
don't-
amount
I
to
don't
which
think so.
some of them will freak out is if you even go near it.
It's doing
It
too
seems
much.
like a little bit too much.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I've had guys where like, I don't know, my ex made me think that was a really sensitive spot on guys, and then I like go fuck around with other guys and they're like
Yeah.
fucking around with me, putting their butt out more, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute.
I think
yeah.
it's the new generation.
That's gay?
No, the new generation of guys that are into that.
Yeah.
Well, it's like where the prostate is, and so that's like a G spot for dudes.
I know a lot of male talents around your age group who love a little booty tingling.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Don't knock it till you try it, dude.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm just saying, like,
Dude, that reminds me. This one time I was blowing the Spaniard, and and he was like, he was so hot. He was literally a male model, and like I was like, yeah, and he was like deeper, go deeper, and I was like, what? What do you mean? And he meant down to his booty. I was like, I don't know.
I don't know about that, babe.
Yeah.
Did you shower?
Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of pride myself even with my dude that I've never seen his butthole. So
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Wait, you've never seen your men's butthole?
no,
Oh, I feel like that's like a requirement for me personally. I have to see your butthole now after what I've been through. I have to see if it's gaped and stretched.
like a check,
Yes. If it's gaped,
like a
stretched,
prison
and-
check.
Yes. If your asshole is gaped,
Cough.
stretched,
Yes.
and clean, I'm not dating you.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I think my ex was gay. Oh, also like any guy I dated before that, like not the first guy I ever liked, but the first guy that I really, really liked, his name was Tanner in like middle school. Gay. He ended up like seriously out, so gay, like very extremely gay. Second guy I liked, rest in peace, Christian. Oh, gay, very gay. Love you, dude, but you're gay. He's out. He's out. Like bro gave me this. But he you know, he came out and everything. I was like the first person he came out to, but he came out to me because I admitted my feelings to him. He's like, listen, dude. So sorry,
See,
I'm gay.
He's an honorable gay. I feel like if you should, that's when you come out to someone. in
Bro's the
private.
most honorable gay of all gays, on God. Like, the world did not deserve him. Like, you know those people who are like, you don't even understand how they're that nice?
he just like farts glitter.
Type shit. Literally, like, farts, glitter, breathes, clouds, like, you know, his aura's rainbows. Like, bro was genuinely the kindest person you could ever meet, like, on God.
We'll
Yeah.
name the episode after him, the honorable gay.
Could you?
Yeah.
Could you?
Aw.
That'd be sick.
That's cute.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Not
And it's a wild place to end an episode. But
Yeah,
so many
we
good
do
clips.
have 4 other episodes.
I
to
want to
make
use
today.
I want to use the fucking what's it I think lesbians are cool. I want to use that. I want to clip that or whatever the fuck you said. That shit was funny. No closing thoughts. You know, actually one. If you're one of my exes and you're gay, please admit it to me. I won't tell anybody. I just need closure.
Also, if you're one of her exes and you're gay, can we call you and talk about it on the podcast?
We can mask your voice.
Well, okay, no, I'm gonna edit that part out. Don't give me more work to do.
All right,
We'll
fine.
change your name.
We'll
okay, that's what you're getting.
The closest you get,
change.
bitch. Sick. All right,
Yeah.
I'm happy. Anybody else?
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You guys, Ash and Morgan, you want to plug yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Ash Casanova. You can find me on Instagram at Ash Casanova Comedy and on OF at Ash Casanova.
My OnlyFans and Instagram are the exact same. At It's the Morganator.
Hell yeah, dude. And I hope y'all know where to find me by now, but just in case y'all don't, it's Myra Moans everywhere.
Okay. Bye.
Lunch.